Jared is in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Hi, Jared. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hey, Dave and Christina. I hope you guys are having a good day today.
We are. How can we help?
Yeah, so my question kind of in a whole package deal today is my grandparents had their retirement funds in a annuity that matured after 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And about around last year, I looked into what their retirement plan was, and it looked like that their retirement was basically getting zero interest per year on that annuity, but they were still taking out their fees and their expenses, that the service that they had it in. And so I decided that I was going to manage their funds for them, and I decided to pull that retirement out and roll it over into a traditional IRA. But doing that, it was a 5% penalty because it was only 5 years into the annuity, and it was supposed to be.
Oh, you made that up in
10
1
years.
year. That was brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah, if they were making zero and you moved them into mutual funds making 10 or 12, they made 10 or 12 the first year. They lost 5, so they only netted 7. After that, they make 10 or 12. So absolutely, I would have done that.
The only thing is, it was around last year, and now the market crashed.
Oh, the market didn't crash. The market went down, and it hadn't come back up. But, I mean, overall, over the scope of their lives, unless they die this year, this is a brilliant move. But, no, I mean, you know the market can come up and down, but the average of the market has been 11.8% since it started.
Mm-hmm.
And so, let's say you cost them 5 and you made them 11, then you made them a net of 6. Now, this year you may or may not do that. Probably not in 2022, but 2023 you'll be fine. And 24, you're going to be just fine. I mean, some years you could make 17%, right? I mean, it's an average.
Yeah, I guess I was just nervous because I transferred it all over. They dropped. I mean, there's probably $100K in it, and then $5,000 off the top just came off of that.
Well, and then they lost another 12,
20%.
Then they lost another 12 or 13. Yeah. But it's not. You didn't lose it until you cash it in.
Right.
No one gets hurt on a roller coaster except those that jump off during the ride.
Yeah.
You did the right thing, Jared.
Okay.
It's exactly what I would have done.
All right, perfect. That's all I want to hear.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank
hard.
you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So the important thing to remember, folks, is this. You cannot take a single snapshot when the market's down and use that to make your judgments about your long-term investments. That's a moment in time. You can't take a single snapshot when the market's way up and go, well, I made 23% on my money last year, which I've had years. I made more than that, Well, but that's not the norm. I mean, you can't count on 23%. No, but you can count on the averages.
Well, and Jared, I didn't ask his age, but he sounds young. And if he's Gen Z millennial, this may be his first time seeing the market go down significantly. So it is kind of scary. If you've, gone through this season with COVID where it's been lots of highs and a lot of people have been winning in the market, and then all of a sudden it goes down, it's easy to go, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. But somebody like Dave, you've talked about how you've seen the roller coaster throughout the years.
Somebody, are you saying I'm old? Are you saying I'm old? Somebody old like Dave. Yeah. But I mean, seriously, that's it. Pan back from the moment and get not only a little bit of the future in your peripheral vision, but a whole bunch of the past in your peripheral vision, and you see the trend across something more than 1 month or 1 year. Because if you take a 1 month or 1 year trend in any investment and use that to make your decisions, you're going to make a bad decision.
Now, I wonder, too, if some of that anxiety he was feeling was the fact that it's his grandparents' money, and they're probably needing that money right now. What would you say to that concern of, if it was Jared's money specifically, it'd be a lot easier to go, okay, I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to retire for 40 years.
Here's the thing. If you left it where it was sucking.
For sure.
It was going to go, it's costing him money every year, sitting where it is. He did the right thing. His anxiety is that he just wanted to make sure he did the right thing.
For sure. But for retirees right now who are feeling really nervous about the market, what would you say to them?
You don't need the money. When you retire with $1 million, you don't cash $1 million out and set it at the kitchen table. You leave the $1 million in the investment, you live off the income. And so if this year the investment didn't go up, and so by taking some money, okay, let's do this. Let's take the 100,000, okay? Market's down 15%, all right? and you wanted to live on 10% of your investments. So if you had $100,000, you wanted to live on $10,000. Okay, so you pull out $10,000, you got 90, and it loses 15%, so you're down 25%. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the next year, it comes up 10%, 15%. Comes right back up, and you still pull off $10,000. If you keep doing that math every year, up and down, up and down, up and down, and it averages 10 or 11%, and you're pulling off 10%, you will get to even. You'll get back to the 100, and the 100 will just sit there over time. Some years it'll be 110, some years it'll be 90, and it'll be back and forth, right? But you're pulling off 10 the whole time, and it's gonna vacillate back and forth. So you're gonna be just fine. And so that's the thing. It goes down, but it's not down permanently. So it'll keep coming up, and they can live off the income. So the point is, you never, in any of this case, took out the 100. All you took out was the amount you need to live on. And then it went down a little, and then when it comes back, it needs to come back the amount you took out plus how much it lost before you're back to your 100. And it will over time. It will over time. I mean, and if it didn't, it'll be the first time in history.